The Seeker's Path. From hitchhiking in Hawaii to exploring some of the world's greatest mountain ranges. Join Selomon on a journey of self-discovery as he shares some of his greatest adventures. Follow along as he narrates true stories that are filled with mystery and excitement. Learn how you can find your own truth and gain insights and wisdom from his unique perspective. This is The Seeker's Path, where adventure awaits.
Previously on The Seeker's Path. I had a panic attack in the winter of 2010 that really activated the seeker in me as I began to search for meaning in life. The destructive earthquake that devastated Japan in the beginning of 2011 shifted the world on its axis, literally. And it also had me breaking down old and what I like to call regressive beliefs. Near the end of spring, I had a Kundalini activation where I looked back in time at all of my past lives and was also drawn to go to the Rocky Mountains. When summer came around, I created a project to bring me to life and began filming my adventure as I headed to say bye to my mom before leaving to the mountains. Episode 5. Bye, Mom. I rolled into Coldwater, Michigan, where my mom was staying, in my little and red hatchback. It was a Mazda. The muffler on the car, it was basically non-existent, so I was that car roaring slowly down the street. It was the first car I ever bought. I believe it was a 1992, so it was technically almost a classic. Though there's nothing classic about it. It was just really old and really loud. Actually, thinking about it now, I'm surprised that I had as much faith in the car as I did, especially when I was about to travel over 1,000 miles. It was definitely a beater car, but I loved it. And I had faith. It took me about 15 minutes to get off the highway and get to my brother's house, which is where my mom was staying. My brother and his family were gone at a sporting event, so when my loud car pulled up, only my mom's face was the one that peeked out of the window. And no doubt she was anxious. Her youngest son was going on a very long trip to the mountains, and she had no idea why. I didn't expect it to be as hard as it was to say bye to my mom. It was hard to say bye to everybody else, but this was my mom. And there was a lot of uncertainty about whether I was coming back or not. So I took a deep breath and got out of the car. My mom was waiting for me at the front door. "Hey," she said, excited to see me. "Come on in." "Bark, bark, 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 bark," yapped my brother's little white doggy. "Eddie, get back," my mom commanded. I went inside and looked around my brother's house. They had a lot of family photos. There were some scriptures on the wall. And it was nice. He has a nice house. But I tried to decide if I should sit down and talk to my mom or if I should stay standing. But before I could make that decision, my mom came over and gave me a really big hug. "So, you're going to Colorado?" she asked me. "Yep." "Do you know where you're going? Are you going to go to Denver?" "I'm not sure yet, Mom. I'm just going to go. I'll see what happens when I get there." My mom took a deep breath. I just wish you had some sort of plan so I know where you would be. I know, I'm sorry. I just feel like I'm supposed to go with the flow. How long do you think you'll be out there? She asked me. You know, I'm not really sure. I have no idea how long I'm going to be out there. I don't have any plans here, Mom. Well, are you going to come back? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know. She let out a sigh. Son, I love you. I love you too, Mom. Be safe. I don't want you ending up like that Christopher McCandless something on that movie. Don't worry, Mom. I'm not going to Alaska. Nope, just going 1,000 miles away. Look, I'll be all right. Okay, Mom? God, He's watching over me. In fact, I feel like God is actually leading me on this adventure. When I said that, she didn't have much to say. She's a spiritual person and always talks to me about God, so I knew that she had to understand at least a little bit why I was doing this. I didn't have much else to say, and I didn't want to linger around too long and get cold feet. So I gave her a big hug, and I said,
All right, Mom, time for me to go.
I love you.
Love you too, Mom.
I have mixed emotions about this, you know.
I know. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
All right, I love you, Christopher.
Love you, Mom.
Please be very careful, okay?
All right.
Oh, boy.
and I drove away from my mom out of Coldwater and headed to the Rocky Mountains. The first few hours went great. I was feeling invigorated from the feeling of being able to just kind of drive. No plans, no time, no worries about being late or making the wrong turn. There was even a standstill in the middle of the highway, but that couldn't deter my mood as I jumped out and did a little lap around the car, to the applause of the car behind me. You know, I'm sure that's what it must feel like when a bird first learns how to fly. It's really, honestly, true freedom. You can go anywhere. However, this feeling did not last too long. As soon as I reached Columbus, Indiana, my battery light came on, and I felt my engine turn off, along with all the power in my car. After that, my adventure got really interesting, so tune in next time to learn what happens. My nugget of wisdom for today. When you feel like you are meant to do something, and you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do, follow that. Follow your intuition. God, the universe, whatever you prefer to use, is leading you on an adventure. Don't worry about what others may think, sometimes including your mother. Trust in the divine and have faith that everything will be okay. And it will be. So thanks for tuning in here to the Seeker's Path, and until next time, this is Selomon signing out.